my make-believers with your head up in the clouds. And here's to all my dreamers, the ones who stand out in a crowd. Here's to all my people thinking outside of the box, doing what they love instead of being who they're not. To all the widows, all my freaks, you are the heroes, wild and free. When the haters try to bring you down, remember that you are proud. I said remember that you are proud. Stand your ground. Free flag fly. Stand your ground. You are amazing. Stand your ground. Nobody's gonna tell you who you are. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. And I love you.
Leo is coming into his own at 38. He's an ABA therapist in an amazing school, with a plan to become a registered behavior technician at the same amazing school. He loves acrylic painting and hopes to travel in the future. Rock on, Leo!
My first name is Leo. My last name is PC, or I go by Leo Tyme as well. I'm mainly giving it because I haven't advocated for myself in a few years as far as like pride goes and sharing my story. So when you reached out, I said, why not? This I made a little more complicated because I feel like I'm from a different part of the United States than I was born in, if that makes any sense. Because I was born over in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, but I only lived there for the first 5 years of my life. So I don't really remember it. And then we moved to Texas, and then we moved back up here to the Philadelphia area. And then I found myself out in Washington State. That's where I feel most at home in the United States. I am female to male transgender, more FTM transgender. So that is how I am part of the community. That took me quite a while. I first came out as a lesbian when I was 18, but I was told that I was going to get kicked out of the house if I didn't hide myself. So for the next 9 or 10 years, I was not myself. I stayed in the closet, and then when I moved out to Washington at age 30, I started doing drag, and I was a drag king. I was dressing up as a male, and I had never felt more like myself in my life. So that's when I finally found out that I'm transgender. I didn't know what transgender really was until someone sat me down and explained it to me. I'm so grateful that they did, because I wouldn't have found myself if someone hadn't educated me. It wasn't easy at all, but let me start by saying that some people are capable of change and some are trying to change. I did want to state that before I dive into anything, because in the beginning, my mom and I did not get along. My dad and I have always had a rocky relationship. And then my siblings and I when I came out as transgender, I had no one really. And it was very, very hard. It was hard for me. I had started seeing a therapist out in Washington, but that went haywire as well. I literally had nobody. It was very, very hard for me for the first few years, or the first few months, or even the first few years. But my friend Krista from the SBN family really took me under her wing, showed me what friendship was like, just really taught me to love myself. I do that through my social media, mostly through Instagram. I really try to advocate for myself over there and advocate for others over there. And then I try to bring it into my immediate lifestyle as well, just by being myself and expressing myself freely. It's gonna take a lot. There's so many bills against us right now that it's just like, as far as athletes in their sports and swimming and basketball, I feel like everyone needs to be able to play their sports freely and be able to go use the restroom that they would like to use. It's really hard because I see it in everyday life, as in work and stuff like that. We're still not freely seen as a community. We still have so much work to do. And I really want to be there to advocate for all of us.
Is there anything that you want to say before we go?
No, I'm just really grateful that you reached out and that I felt comfortable enough to share part of my story. Just keep doing what you're doing, advocating for the community. It really helps to have allies and friends and everyone come by and just really show their support. What you're doing is awesome, so thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Talking to you, Leo. Bye.
Bye.